Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Prototipo Standard B Tier 9 Swedish medium tank. It's located on the northeast spawn of Glacier and it's under the command of Blue Streak Mr. White NA. Now, how do I know his name is Blue Streak Mr. White? Well, he actually told me in the email that he was sent, that he sent this replay in, where he actually chose his name based on the fact that he and his friends all belong to Blue Streak Racing, and he opened an account on the NA server and he chose the name Mr. White because it was like in the film Reservoir Dogs. Each of the players concerned chose a colour and he chose white and became Blue Streak Racing Mr. White NA. He normally plays on the EU account. Well, the Prototipo Standard B is a medium tank, which was the Italian version of the European Universal Tank. It's got a 105mm auto reloader with 360 alpha and 268mm of armour with standard ammo, and with the heat rounds it'll go up to 330. So it's the next version on from the Prototipo, not the Prototipo, the Progetto 46, and just before the Progetto 65 came in. It's only got 3 shots like the Progetto 46, but they're 105mm, so they do quite a bit of damage. Standard APCR. Okay, he's managed to make it to this corner, and instead of going any further, he's decided to stop here, and an enemy UDAS turns up, and he gets one round into the guy, and I think the guy was so startled he didn't fire. Okay, another target. Centurion doesn't get a hit on that guy. Now he's got a full reload. But this rather useful little inlet here actually does provide a place that you can hide in between reloading. The problem is that you are vulnerable from Arty if you're sitting in this corner, and there is 2 Arty on the enemy team. There's UDAS. Yeah, this time round he does get a hit, and our shot hit the tracks, and he took a round in the rear from a T-69, so he's had to pull back. Okay, he's just got a request to platoon from one of the members of his team. I think it was the Lerva. Oh, now he's taking rounds on the side from the T-43. He's lost his commander, had to burn his first aid kit. Doesn't really want to stay here any longer if he can, because he might take more damage from that T-69, but he's gonna try. Yeah, he gets the kill. Okay, now there was an Arty round just came in there, hit the UDAS right next door to his himself. Now there's still that Carnarvon somewhere around. Was it Carnarvon or was it Centurion? I think it was Carnarvon. Either that or a Centurion. Hedging my bets. Okay, he's got 3 shots. It was a Centurion, and the guy has taken damage, and now he's out the game altogether. That was a nice auto-aim shot. But he's going to let the other shots go in, or get the other rounds in. Could let the UDAS move forward, but the UDAS is an inexperienced player, and he probably wants a bit of comfort. But I have the feeling Mr. White wants to have a fully loaded mag before he goes any further. Okay. He's the only player to get any kills on his team so far. Just being very careful, very cautious about moving forward. Oh, just clattered in the side by the Foch. Well, it's actually not a Foch, it's an MX-48. Okay, the UDAS is making the first shot. Oh, he got wiped out by dirt from an IC-152. There's the Emil. Don't block the shots. Oh, he gets the second one in as well, but the only problem is that obviously he has to pull back and reload now. Now, if you're hearing a click occur every time he does damage to the enemy, it's been a bit of a problem ever since I uploaded the Klaus mod onto my file. and I haven't been able to get rid of that click, and I've noticed that the click doesn't appear in previous clients, only in the current one, and ever since 1.10, and I just can't get rid of it. It just doesn't want to go. Even if I upload a new version of the game altogether, the click is still there. Now I have the feeling, oh, he's blocking that AC-48, so he won't be too happy. So I'm wondering if it's Wargaming that's caused this click to appear, because it shouldn't appear if I've uploaded or downloaded a full new copy of the file. Okay, he's got 3 shells in the mag. They're 1 tank down on the enemy at the moment, but he could probably put a shell into that T-69. Just try not to be sideways to the enemy, because otherwise it's much easier for them to get a shot into you. Weaker armor at the sides and you're a bigger target. He's letting the AC-48 put his front to the enemy. Of course, he's an autoloader tank destroyer. Oh, Arty! And we can see where the Arty is as well. He's not in the usual position. In fact, it looks like he's over in the northwest corner of the map, over near the aircraft carrier. And that's very unusual, because you don't expect Arty to be over there, unless of course the enemy have cleared that area out. And well, we're 3 tanks down on the enemy now, and I have the feeling that Mr. White realizes he's got to go back to his own cap area, otherwise the enemy team could win. Get rid of this T-69 first if he can. Guys behind cover. If he goes past that tree, he might be spotted. There's the T-69 again. Now this is Sturmill. Oh, doesn't get it. Go for it again. Go for it again. Yes! Nice one. Always like that. If it is presenting a perfect target, but the shell goes awry, then you, or astray, you have to give it another go. Lower plate. Actually, it's going front plate. Waiting for the 3rd shell to go in. Oh, he fired a little too soon. But the T-69 did go down. He did get around in. Just didn't get the kill. So 3 kills. He's going to go around the perimeter road. Yeah, the enemy's capping now, so he has to go back. All we've got is a GW back at the cap area. GW Tiger P. It's a good job the barrels are not solid objects on these tanks, because otherwise when a tank's parked the way that previous one was, the Centurion, it can actually block you from going round. Of course, that is a real life consideration for a lot of tank drivers, because if you actually get your barrel into the mud or the dirt or whatever, you have to clean the stuff out before you can shoot, otherwise you get a blown barrel. If you ever watched the film White Tiger, that's what actually happens to the T-34-85. They get their barrel clogged with dirt, and they fire an 85mm round, and it just blows the barrel to pieces. Nice auto-aim shot on the KV-3. Waiting for the shell to go in. He fires the second one in anyway. There you can hear that click every time it does damage. Somebody said to me it was a bit like a Rolodex being moved. Yes, he is old enough to know what a Rolodex is. Yeah, I must admit, so am I, actually, for that matter. Okay, he's going to let the tortoise go in. There's still 3 enemy out there. An AT-15, there he is. It's been located. Okay. Fires the first one in. Can he get a hit with the second one? Gets the kill. There's only 2 enemies left. The Arty, and of course, if you remember, we said they were in the northwest corner of the map. And I suspect they're actually headed towards our cap, because the AMX AC-48's around there. And oh! Now that's interesting. The M40, M43 went up on top of the aircraft carrier. He's right up there. Or is he? No, he's not. He's actually down below, but it looks like he's up there. That fooled me. Now, where is that M53, M55? He must be fairly close, because he was the one who actually fired from that corner of the map. So, Top Gun now for Mr. White. There's the last one. This is for Prescucci's. Get it right. First shot in. Can he get the second one in? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Now. Oh! He waited just too long. He didn't fire and the AC-48 takes the kill. And he misses out on the Prescucci's. So let's have a look at the second battle for Mr. White, and that's coming up right now. The second battle is also on Glacier, but this time it's in the T-34-85, the Tier 6, yes it is Tier 6 Soviet medium tank, not the premium one. This is the standard version one, and well, he hasn't loaded into the game yet because his gun barrel's down. Oh, or is it turning? Turning very slowly. Oh, he's in now. Well, as I said, 85mm, capable of doing 180 alpha, penetrating 144mm of armor, and with the premium rounds, it will do 194mm. That's the premium version just ahead of him. Now, Wargaming have actually now made that with shields on it, on the turret. You can easily identify which ones are which. Okay, T-34-85 was really one of the best tanks of the Second World War, really, in my view. Tremendous power, able to take out Tiger tanks. Could be mass produced based on the turret and or the hull rather, of the T-34, but with a bigger turret and a bigger gun. Just can't get a solution on that KV-2, just got the top of the turret. The shell went over the top of that building. Looks like it hit the target, but he's going to give it another shot. That one hit the ground behind him. A little elevation might help. There's a KV-1S on the way in. Enemy tank's been found on the perimeter road, but he's really interested in getting a shot on that KV-1S. Now, as you know, as I mentioned before, Blue Streak Mr. White NA is the NA account, and he opened it because Klaus Kellerman encouraged people to join the NA server, just so he could win the competition for the computer. And Blue Streak Racing is the name of the RC racing group that he belongs to, and he chose the name Mr. White out of Reservoir Dogs because his teammates have done so, or rather they chose the names, the colours, as in the film Reservoir Dogs. Again, we're hearing that click every time he does damage to the enemy. Don't get the click if you don't do damage for some reason, but that tends to make me think that it's got something to do with that Klaus mod, because that Klaus mod would only activate if you did damage. Pushing on, but he got hit by the Berts on the enemy team. It looks like that was a direct hit as well. 83. Okay, he's going to push on. Good thinking there to actually go into this little culvert, because otherwise he would have walked straight into a shell from the T-34-85M. Ouch. Yeah, he got a low roll there from the T-34. Got one back though for 180, so that's fair exchange. There's a Striv 74 over there. Can he get a shot? Yes, possibly, but he didn't have enough time. So he's going to push forward, take out the T-34. Does that with one shot. Very quick kill. Again, using these dips to actually creep up on the enemy. Hold off for a second. Get your shell loaded, get ready, and this VK3002M is trying to encourage him to go up, but he's a less experienced player, and all he's likely to do is annoy Mr. White if he keeps doing that, because Mr. White doesn't need to take damage by being pushed into enemy fire. But he's going to have a go at this strip. Hello, Mr. Strip, you're not looking this way. Okay, puts some round in, takes some round back from the strip, goes for it again. He can beat the guy's reload. That's just basically a Striv 42 with a different turret. Takes him out, locks onto the Burt, and the VK suddenly very eager to get at the enemy. But no sir, you're not doing that because that's not very polite. Pushing somebody out the way. He takes the kill on the KV2 and he's pushing on. Yeah, people sometimes need to learn manners. If they try to push their teammate out in front of the enemy, the way that that VK3002M did, he's likely to make a lot of enemies. Takes out the SU-100 with one shot. So he's now up to 5 kills, one short of getting a Top Gun, but potential to actually get a lot more. He could get a Pools Medal. He just got hit by the M44, making the Pools Medal less likely. The M44 is somewhere up ahead though, and it looks like the Cromwell B is going to get to him before we do. Locks on, get the kill. Yes! But he didn't get the kill. It actually went to the Cromwell, who did get there first. So his shot went in. He did 184 hit points of damage, and the Cromwell fired a split second later to claim the kill. And here comes that. Oh, it's a Hellcat, thank God. The VK3002M is still way back there. It looks like the last two enemies. Here they are. Okay, locks on. Fires one round into the EZ8. The guy's gone beneath this overhang, which means he's going to have to go down if he wants to get a shot on this guy. You can't get him when he's in defilade. The Hellcat's going to do the same. He's going to come around the corner. Lock on. Fires the shot in. Gets his Top Gun. And that means there's still one enemy left. It's a Panzer IV Schmaltern. That's the one with a different turret and the grids on the sides. The Schutzen. That's it, Schutzen. I mean, the Schutzen was supposed to be there to stop the Russian anti-tank rifles firing rounds into the vehicle, but in fact the Schmaltern ones has just grids, not for stopping the rifle rounds, actually for stopping rocket-propelled grenades and that sort of thing instead. Okay, there you go. Nice big target. Puts the first round in. The guy's occupied. He's looking elsewhere. And this kill shot. Yeah, gets it. 7 kills. And it's a victory for Mr. White. So let's have a look at the end of battle results for the first battle. And then the second one. Well, in the first battle in the Standard B, he got a first class tanker, Hand of God, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, and a Fire for Effect out of the minors. Out of the Battle Hero medals, he picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills, and he did. He missed out on getting that Pascucci's. If he'd been a little quicker, I think he would have ended up with the Pascucci's as well, but unfortunately it got taken away from him. We look at the team score, we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game, 4,068 hit points. Next highest being the Tortoise with 3,024 and 2,774 to the GW Tiger P. When it came to kills, he got the highest number with 6, double the next highest player, which was the AC-46, who got 3, and the GW Tiger P. And when it came to base XP, he was the only player to get over 1,000, and the next highest person was 904 in the GW Tiger P and the AC-48. He got 1,112 base experience points. He fired 22 rounds, got 18 direct hits and 16 penetrations. Damage of 4,068 hit points, of which 11 were at more than 300 meters, so the vast majority of his damage was done at close range. He received 5 hits, 4 of which penetrated, 1 non-penetration. Yeah, I'm afraid the armour on the Standard B is fairly lackluster, and the reason was that it was supposed to be a very good gun that can move very fast, but not stop armour, not be hindered by armour to give it the speed it needed to get about the battlefield. So any shell that hits it is more likely going to go and penetrate the vehicle, and the only shell that didn't penetrate actually hit the tracks. That was the T-69 taking pot shots at him. He earned 25,421 credits from the game, and he also picked up 1,668. So he got all 3 columns on the Prototipo Standard B account. But let's have a look at the T-34-85 game. Well, that was an ace tanker. He also got a Hand of God, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, and Fire for Effect, just as he did in the other game. But this time round he also got the high caliber and a top gun, and again he missed out on getting the Pascucci's by a split second. He would have had it but for the fact that obviously somebody else was able to kill steal the moment he fired at that M44. He did get a shot into it, but he just didn't get the kill. There it is, that's the guy there. He picked up, what was it? It's not popping up, 184 hit points, but he didn't get the kill. But it was an ace tanker anyway, and let's have a look at team score. Yep, got the highest cat damage, 2,349 hit points. The next highest scorer being the T-34-85M with 1,645. And when it came to kills, he got the highest number with 7. Yeah, just one short of getting a Radley's. The next highest scorer being the enemy team, the Cromwell and their Panzer IV Schmalten, only got 2 kills each. Nobody on the rest of his team managed to get more than 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, yet again he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,153, the only player over 1,000. 779 went to the Cromwell Beale, who did the kill steal. Was that? No, that's not the one that did kill steal. This is the one that did the kill steal. And 606 went to the VK3002M, who needs to learn manners, because if you push somebody in your own team out into enemy fire, you're likely to make a lot of enemies, and people will not platoon with you. In fact, they will actually put you on their blacklist if you do that, because they will consider you actually a danger to them. So yes, learn manners, Mr. Nicholas 26. You're actually hindering your teammates, not helping them by pushing them out and then trying to barge past them to get the kill ahead of them after they've done all the hard work. He fired 21 rounds in this game, got 19 direct hits, 18 penetrations. Yes, the 85mm gun is very good at penning the enemy. In fact, I love the T-34-85M, not only because it's a good trainer, but also because the 85mm gun just seems to go through everything it touches. And so it makes this a very adequate tank for brawling, for strongholds and advances. Definitely worthwhile getting one of these. 2,349 hit points, of which 184 was at more than 300 meters, received 4 hits, only 2 of which actually penetrated, 2 non-penetrations. Yeah, the armor, if it's angled well, will actually bounce the rounds off or stop the shell altogether. He earned 33,979 credits from this game, and he took away 9,460 XP because he got a mission completion of 6,000 experience points. Yes, that's going to make a big jump in your crew skills. So 2 very good games by Blue Streak, Mr. White NA, another one of the poor souls like myself who actually opened an NA account to help Klaus Kellerman get his computer. Well, we don't mind that actually. We tried and enjoyed it because now we've got lots of friends on the NA server we can go and play with whenever we want to. But I'm sure that you will meet Mr. Streak, Blue Streak, Mr. White on the EU server as well, because he does have an account on there as well. So thank you very much for sending in these replays and explaining your name as well. Was interested to find out what why you're actually calling yourself Blue Streak, Mr. White. But yeah, so great replays. If you enjoyed those replays, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching.